Welcome to the Boom Bap Kingdom. First, I hope everybody's new year is starting out really good. Hope everybody's safe, etc., etc. So I just wanted to let you guys know I had a whole video shot ready to go with the pretty much first beat of the year that I made for YouTube, and there was a couple of mishaps. One of my cameras, the memory card was full, so it didn't capture a whole lot of video or audio for that matter. There was a couple other little mishaps with camera angles, etc., etc. So unfortunately, I thought that I was recording well and capturing really good footage. So what I'm going to do, because I do like the beat, I'm just going to do a quick beat breakdown on what I did to make the beat. Okay, so just follow along and I'll explain what was done to make the beat. What I wanted to do is kind of get away from taking a 4-bar or 8-bar sample and just taking, extracting chops or slices out of that sample, just arranging them on the pads and just kind of playing them. That's becoming really, really common in sample-based production. And one thing that we're getting away from is one-shot production. So what do I mean by that? Basically, we know early boom bap kind of started out with, loops. When you listen to production from guys like Tribe Called Quest and a little after them, guys like Mobb Deep and whatever, all the guys that really had really good production, even some of the Pete Rock production. And most of these guys were digging in the crates and they were trying to find loops that our, the golden era generation perhaps may have never heard, right? But then when you look at a couple other guys like Premier, Dilla, they would take small pieces from multiple sources and kind of put that together and make a loop. And I used to do a lot of beats like that, just kind of taking one shots, putting them together and making a loop. And that's what I wanted to do here, and I was doing it on the MV, and I just wanted to take a bunch of small one shots, put them together, and see if I could come up with a dope loop and something I can make a whole beat out of. So just follow along real quick and I'll show you guys what I did to make this beat with a bunch of one shots. So let's start with the typical. We'll start with the drums real fast, and then a second hat, and then my typical, kick, snare, because I'm doubling up on here. There might even be a third kick. So basically, you have kick, 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 hat, no open, and the snare doubled up. These drums have been pitched, right? So that kick is -3, that kick is -2, that kick is -3. That snare, I left it at its original pitch, and that's the snare that's sitting here. I pitched it -1 and just layered the 2, bang, and then you get. So that covers the drums, and then we'll start talking about the one shots. So I added a bass. It's just a one shot bass, put it into keyboard mode, and came up with a bass line. What's that sound like? Did that whole bass line with just one shot, right? let's go in here and let's look at what I did here. So these are a bunch of one shots. It's only about 4 or 5 of them. I didn't use all of them. I think I had like 5. I only used like 4, but I copied a couple of these to different pads so I could alter the pitching. So I'm not all, running these all at the same pitch, right? So we have, let's see, let's get into quick edit. So that's just a one shot, and the original pitch is this. But I wanted that at -5. So then that became this one. Just a little guitar hit. I wanted that at -6. That's an organ, one shot, just very short. And I kept that at its normal pitch, right? Now this one is interesting because it's a guitar, very short one shot. And what I did here was I used the fine tune pitching, and I pitched it up +7. But in the MV, certain machines you can do like general pitching, like -1, 2, 3, +1, 2, 3, and other machines, they will actually give you fine tune pitching. So I liked the normal tone and pitch of this guitar hit, but it just really wasn't flowing 100% on beat in time. So what I did was I pitched it up just a little bit with the fine tune pitching +7. So this is another one. That's all that is. And this one was +5. I'm sorry, -5. Okay. This little string sample, I didn't use it, but it was in there. I wanted to see if it was something I could do with it. Didn't really use it. There's that guitar lick again. Right. And this one here, see, that's the original pitch. I went up 1. So it's really just like 1 semitone up, and that's it, right? And this one here. So this is another part. That's the original pitch. And that's how I used it in the beat. Now this is, again, this is this. So you can hear the difference, right? So I just also put it on this pad, and I went +2 on the coarse pitch, and like +5 on the fine tune pitch. So that just gave it a little, see? So that hooked it up, It seems like it's coming from the same source, but 2 different notes from the same source instrument, right? And that's it. That's all the stuff I used on that beat, right? So once I started going in and creating patterns, the first thing I created was the drum pattern. So I'll play that. And if you notice, there's a track here for open, but I never added one. That's why that's blank. I never added one. So there's nothing to really solo there.
Boom Bad Kingdom says it's time
and this
for
is
some
the drum
drums.
patterns. The drums are always
Boom Bap
official,
Kingdom
son.
says that's official.
And there's actually 2 tracks for the guitar, but I didn't use the second track in the pattern. So in reality, it's just the one guitar. I think I just went back. I was playing both pads, you know, but in the same track. So that was fine. And that sounds like this. Something simple. Simple is really good. You know, learn. Complex is good also. It has its place, right? But simplicity, especially with boom bap, simplicity is really, really good. That organ sample that's in here. So that's basically the breakdown of this beat. I was trying to do something pretty funky, and what I'm gonna do here is actually leave you guys with the finished joint as always. So I hope everybody's chilling, everybody's safe. We're gonna come strong for 2023. I want to send a big shout out to all my subscribers to the channel. I really appreciate you guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, and I thank you all for riding out with me. Word is bond. And I want to send a shout out to my man, Seventh Touch. He's got an album out on Spotify called Scoville All Beats. That's one of my dudes. Go check him out. Make sure you check out the Throwing Frisbees album. We got another joint coming called Chopping and Bagging. That's gonna be the next beat album from the Boom Bap Kingdom. It's Chopping and Bagging. That joint is gonna be official, all hard body boom bap stuff. You guys should enjoy that. Trying to release that at the end of February. And we're doing big things here at the Boom Bap Kingdom. You know, still rocking, still chopping, still slicing. You know what I mean? Sampling. You know, we having fun, man. So do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys are aware of every time I post and upload to YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next one and leave you with the finished joint. Alright?
BBK
Salute.
salute.
Peace.